Hello guys, what is up?
It is us, the Real Rabbit Games X5 here, and in today's video,
guys, we're talking about Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is the new app that it will be coming out in 2016, and we know very little about knowing Pokemon. We know very little about. So pretty much with Pokemon Go, it's an app where you look like through your phone, and actually the first look was just released of what the game actually kind of looks like. You guys, I'm gonna link it right there, like right down there in the description, or I might actually put like a little caption right there. Right there in the beginning, and you guys can go watch that. Or actually, no, I'll put it at the end so you guys can go see that. But yeah. So guys, right now, Pokemon Go. We're going to talk about the beta to start off. So with Pokemon Go beta, it is only in Japan right now. Sadly, that means us in any other country, like if you live in Australia, and if you live in the United States, if you live in
anywhere, South America, Canada.
Yeah, anywhere except for Japan, you will not get access to the beta, which kind of sucks for us. Nintendo, hint, a lot of your like Pokemon YouTubers who are advertising your game are not in Japan. But yeah, so that kind of sucks, but hopefully they change their mind, or like maybe a little bit later on, they will release a beta for America and Australia and stuff like that. I really hope they do that.
Australia's best.
Yeah. But the expectation is that the beta will start this month, which means a lot of people in Japan will probably be uploading like little snippets of it. So we'll have a lot more of what it looks like, the actual game itself. But guys, remember this is the beta, so this is not the final version. So what we see in the beta could totally change in the actual version.
Some like hardcore fans are probably just gonna move to Japan for like as long as the beta's out, just to play it.
So one thing is that the field testing or the beta, whatever you call it, will be for iOS and Android. But if you have an iOS, or iOS should wait. Okay, so pretty much for an iPhone, you have to either have a 5 or newer. So hopefully that means if you have an iPod 5, because that is actually newer than the iPhone. Okay. Because if you have an iPod, like a lot of kids who play Pokemon, they'll have iPods, they won't have phones yet. Including us, like we have iPods. What we do is we would have it on our iPod, hopefully, or hopefully it's just for iOS. I mean, obviously not like 3, 4.
I think that it says iPhone 5 and older. Yeah. Isn't like the iPod older than the iPhone or the newer?
No, so the iPod actually came out. iPod 5 came out after the iPhone 5, so hopefully that means that's newer. So hopefully that does mean that's newer. I'm actually really excited about that.
I'll be right back.
And yeah, guys. So Aiden just gotta shut the door so just make sure there's no noise. But so pretty much that is what it means by the Android and the Apple. That's pretty much what it is. Oh, for the Android, you have to have the at least the 4.3 version for the Android phone in order to get Pokemon Go. If you have an Android, which is like, you know, like the other phones. But another thing about Pokemon Go that I think kind of isn't, like as I said earlier, isn't as good, is that
you might have to go to different places to catch different legendaries, like Times Square to catch like
Mew,
Arceus.
So if you guys saw the actual Pokemon Go trailer,
it showed everybody in like Times Square with their phones.
Yeah, or showed people in the desert.
It showed everybody on their phones in Times Square going like this.
So one thing that we know, or that we don't know, but hopefully isn't true, which actually that would make trading a big part of this game, is that if you wanted to catch Mew, or Mewtwo, you would have to go to Times Square, or in New York, to go catch Mew. Or let's say you wanted to go catch, I don't know, like maybe even a Sandslash, you'd have to go to like the deserts to go catch Sandslash. And the fact where it's actually you have to travel.
Guys.
So trading is a big part of this game if that is the truth.
Guys, so here's something that might actually suck. I really, really, really hope this doesn't happen. Only one person can catch a legendary.
That's not going to happen just because their sales would go down so much. But if that does happen, that would suck. But it's highly unlikely.
The person, like, the second Pokemon Go comes out, they run to Times Square. They just go there, but nobody else could catch it.
Yeah, that would be a terrible marketing scheme, but I highly doubt they're going to do that. So, guys, a few more things about Pokemon Go. So, with Pokemon Go, like I said, there's only one thing so far of the actual gameplay of it, of what we've seen, and that is just like a little snippet of someone catching a Bulbasaur with a Master Ball. And a lot of things that people were like, oh my gosh, it uses the camera, I thought that was really
obviously.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that was pretty obvious.
How are you going to look through your phone?
Yeah, I mean, and in the commercial, everyone's like, oh, looking through the camera.
Like the power button?
Yeah. But I thought that was really weird that that's what people were excited about in that cool commercial. Not even the graphics, that they look so realistic and how cool that is. But, yeah, guys, that's just one more thing I really
hope, you know in the trailer how it showed people battling?
Yeah.
It would also be it's kind of sucky if you had to have you know where like the earphone is and like the iPods or iPhones. You're gonna have to link them together, or for trading.
Yeah. So another thing about Pokemon is, do you guys see those? So in the commercial, they have those little things. It's like the little Pokemon ball with like the little thing at the end. I'm pretty sure what you're going to do is you're going to have to buy one of those. What those would be is like kind of your trademark, and I think you'd have to like set it up as. That's what a lot of people are thinking about it. They don't really know what it is exactly, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's like a badge that you can wear, and then what it'll have is like your data, and like I guess like scanning. But one thing I hope that they have in Pokemon Go is, I hope that they actually have a I'm trying to think of the word here. I hope that they have, so like it's not like how it is in Pokemon right now. You get an attack, you get an attack. You get an attack. I hope it's kind of like,
I wish it was
you
like
can dodge and stuff.
Like the anime.
Yeah, like maybe on your phone you have a swipe, and if you get like you know how on like what is it, like Mortal Kombat on the phone or Justice, something like that, where you have to like tap really fast, and like you get a special. Maybe if you tap super fast, you have a chance of dodging, like maybe like a 5% chance of dodging or something like that, and then you could hit him again with an attack. So it's a little bit more like the anime, not just like the games. Even though the games were first, I think it would just make it a lot more fun for the players ourselves. One more thing that I am hoping for personally, and that Aiden can tell him something that he's hoping for personally, is I really hope that like you don't. So Pokemon said that you probably won't have to walk more than 10 feet away from your house. But let's say I want to go explore, because you know how in the Pokemon games, the farther you go out, or sorry, this is something I'm hoping for, where the farther you go out, the higher level the Pokemon are. Like when you get to Lavender Town, it's going to be level 35 as opposed to where you're at Starting Town, they're all level 4s. I hope that like what you can do is that you'll say, this is my house, right? You can mark it on your thing, on your phone. And like let's say if I walk down to the park, instead of level 5 Pokemon, there will be level 8. Let's say I go to a different town. Instead, there will be level like 12 or 14. That'd be really cool if that's actually the case. But it might not be the case. You might just have to catch the lower levels and actually do it. And I hope the battling looks as cool, like multiplayer battling, where you and your friend can go up against 2 other people. And that's what I'm excited for. Do you have anything?
I really hope that in the game, like it's not like the regions of Pokemon where you have to go to like certain countries to catch certain Pokemon, like what we said
earlier.
I'm just saying this again because that would absolutely suck.
Well, if it is that case, trading would be a huge part in this game, which would be awesome, because then think about it. Let's say I go to Arizona for a vacation, since we live in Vermont here. If Arizona maybe had, I'm not saying it's going to be in Arizona, but if it had, like, let's say Kyurem, like Zekrom, if I went and got Zekrom, I'd have more value on him. And maybe it'd be a game like CSGO, where it does have in-app purchases, where maybe in a way you could buy random Pokeballs and get, like, it would come in tiers, like you could get like
I wouldn't really like in-app purchases in this game.
The game will be free, as we know, but there will be in-app purchases, so store up those iTunes cards and maybe you could buy like a Master Ball or something.
I got like $15 on the iTunes card.
I have like a $90. I'm just kidding. But I have like
you spent like 5 of mine on a game once.
But yeah. So, guys, that's pretty much it for today's Pokemon video. This is all just the news. Since you guys kind of wanted a more official video about it, you guys didn't just really want me kind of talking about it over some Call of Duty in just like 4 minutes. You guys kind of wanted a more in-length video about the actual game itself. And that's pretty much what we have for you for Pokemon Go right now. If you guys enjoyed today's video,
we will see, or leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your grandma, your family, and everybody else. And we will see all y'all baby otters in the next video.
Peace.